Good morning, guys. It is 5:57 in the morning. My hair looks so freaking ratchet that I put my hair up again. It's so bad. I like really need to wash it and then straighten it. It looks so bad. I put on this simple romper. I don't know if I wear this one too much, but I want to wear this thing. And there's very few things that match this. Like I could only wear like solid colors with it because I don't want any like patterns clashing because this one is really busy. So I just throw on this really simple one with this over it. But it is my last Monday doing this, guys. It's my last Monday sitting here at my desk getting ready for school for the year. Of course, not next year. I'm not gonna ditch all of high school. It was my last Monday of 8th grade. Sitting here, getting ready, and talking to you guys at my desk. Well, I was going to talk about something else, and now I completely forget. I probably should have wrote it down. I'm like, at this point, I'm too scared to leave the iMovie app. Like, I feel like it's going to crash on me, and then I'm not going to be able to get back in, so I never want to leave the app. It's that bad. Another thing I can't stand about iMovie is, like, when I'm editing something, like, towards the end of the video, it will like all of a sudden like go back to the beginning and I have to scroll, and I was like, well, I don't know why it does that, but like at random parts, like in the middle, at the end, it will just like cut me off from editing and then just go back to the beginning. I'll have to scroll back, and it's so annoying. I don't know why it does that, and I'm starting to get really like pissed off at this guy that my mom is getting the camera from because he still hasn't ordered it. It's Monday and I need it this week. My Quebec trip is in exactly 2 weeks from today, and I need to learn how to use the camera before my trip. I need it this week. That's the thing. And this guy still hasn't ordered it for me, and my mother is like, if he doesn't order it today, then we will just go out and buy it. And I was like, good, because obviously can't rely on this guy anymore. I don't know, I'm pissed off about that. I have to think about what else I wanted to say, because I wanted to say something and I'm pretty sure it was pretty important, but I completely forget now. Oh, what I did want to talk about was today. I'm gonna have a busy day today, so I'm gonna get home and I'm gonna finish my essay if I have time. Like I don't know when it's due, if it's due at school or if it's due at home, but we will see. If it's due at home, then I'm gonna work on that because I really have a lot of that to do. I couldn't do all of it yesterday because we were really busy, and I tried to do it on the car ride home, and everyone was being really distracting, first of all. And second of all, I couldn't think. Like, I couldn't think about what I wanted to write. Like, I was, like, kind of having that writer's block thing. Like, I just couldn't figure out what I wanted to write. I need to do that, and I need to, I'm making that brown rice pasta with the roasted vegetables thing. Yeah, well, I'm still doing that, but I also want to make a vegan mac and cheese kind of thing, because, you know, they are elbows. So I was like, you know what, let's make a vegan mac and cheese. You can never have too many vegetables. And the cheese sauce, basically what I'm going to do is, I'm obviously also going to show you this while I'm making it, but I'm going to take 1 sweet potato and I think 1 or 2 normal potatoes, some carrots, some onions, and boil them until they're like tender, and then blend them just with, you could use a plant-based milk if you wanted it to be really creamy, but I don't really like creamy stuff, so I would just put in some water and some seasonings like onion and garlic and all that, and then with some obviously nutritional yeast, and that's pretty much it. I think there was some, I don't know if there was anything else, but I'm pretty sure that was pretty much it. Just some onion, carrot, potato, nutritional yeast, seasonings, plant-based milk is optional, and then just blend it all up, and then it turns into a sauce, and I can put that on my macaroni, and I'll have macaroni and cheese, and then I'll roast some vegetables to put on top. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make that. Pour denier. I just like saying it in French. Oh yeah, today is my French final. Well, like the last part of my French final. Our French final was 4 parts, and the other 3 parts were like 2 weeks ago. I'm not really sure why they had the last part of it 2 weeks later. I don't know, but we have that, and I have my science final today. So yeah, that's always fun. I studied yesterday in the car, or like while we were waiting en route. That's what I was doing. In the car on the way there, and then while we were waiting en route, I had my dad take my phone and look at the study guide and quiz me, and I was doing pretty well, so that made me feel a little better. So yeah, we only got like halfway through the study guide, but I did well for the first half, which is always good. So yeah, I made productive use of my time, which I always do. Not to brag, but I always make sure I use productive use of my time. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this piece of hair is driving me nuts. So I'm sorry I keep playing with it, but it's driving me crazy. I feel like it looks so weird. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish up here and edit yesterday's video. Okay, hi guys. It is 3:46 right now. Oh my god, I don't even know where to start here. I'm gonna start with saying, I'm home now, yay, it's Monday, and yes, I have changed, and I will get into that story time, like, right now. So, I was, this is just my luck, I have the worst luck. I have the worst luck when it comes to anything social. Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted, I was saying that I was in science class. We had a free period because we had our science final today, so we were just all chilling in there, just kind of socializing, having a free period. And I was, just chilling there, minding my own business, talking to my friend Caitlin. Love you, Caitlin. She brought in slime. You guys probably know that the whole slime trend and all that crap, and a lot of kids have been bringing in slime to school. Teachers aren't very happy about it. I personally hate slime. I had never touched it before today, and I touched it with one finger and go, don't like this at all. Don't like the feeling. It's because I have OCD. I hated the feeling. I hated it so much. But, that's just me. Not everybody hates that feeling, clearly. Someone else took the slime out of the container that it was in, put it on the desk, and was playing with it. And this particular kind of slime, I know there's different ways to make slime so that it's like different consistencies and textures and stuff. But this kind of slime was kind of like slippery and sticky. Somebody was playing with it. It flew out of their hands, landed all over my clothes. I was wearing my, cotton on romper that I love and didn't get that long ago, only a few months ago, and I've only worn it a few times. All over here, covered in green slime. When I hate slime just touching it, it's all over one of my favorite rompers. So me and 4 other girls spent the whole class period trying to get it off of my shorts. And it was on my hands too, so we got it off my hands, that was obvious. But trying to get them off my shorts, we got some of it off, but it's fucked up. Okay? I'm not even gonna bleep that word out. That's how I'm very annoyed with this. Guys, my number one thing of advice, do not bring slime into school. Don't do that, because then things like that happen. Obviously, the person that did it didn't mean to. She apologized numerous times. It was obviously an accident, but it doesn't make it right. One of my favorite rompers covered in green slime. And there's different ways to get the slime out. My friend told me I could freeze it and scrape it off. Somebody just said to just use nail polish remover or just wash it. But the slime will come off, but it's going to be stained green now. So I'll see if I can find it in Cotton On again, if we have to buy it again. But I am thinking, my mom and I were both thinking, that the person that did this, I'm not even going to say their name, the person that did this, I've hung out with her in the past. So we're like, we're friendly with each other. So the person that did this, I think we're going to make them pay for it. Because it's their responsibility. It's not my responsibility that my outfit got stained with green slime because she was being clumsy with it and irresponsible with it. So it's her responsibility that my outfit was ruined. I think I want her to pay for a new one. So first we're going to take it to the cleaners and we'll see if they can get it out. But if the stain doesn't come out, I think I want to make her pay for another one. Because, like I said, it's one of my favorites. I said that a million times. It's one of my favorites, and I'm not putting up with that. So yeah, I have a lot to do today. So I thought I'd share that story time with you guys. Don't bring slime into school. Just don't do it. I know it's like fun to play with for some people, but just don't. I don't even like fidget spinners, but I'd rather somebody bring in a fidget spinner because that can't stain someone's clothes or get all over everything, because like there's been many times where kids have gotten slime all over the carpets or staining something. Don't. It's like, it's worse than putty. Actually, it's like about the same, but whatever. Just don't bring in slime. And if somebody gets like dye of some sort all over your clothes, you make them pay for it. It's not your responsibility, it's theirs. I was just sitting there minding my own business. So yeah, done with that ramble. Gonna clean up here, clean up all my smoothie stuff, and then I need to go shower and wash my hair and then get started. Oh, and then finish my essay. Actually, I only have one paragraph left, and it's just the conclusion, which is très simple. So I'm just gonna finish that up and then make my vegan mac and cheese. And my mom did pick up the stuff: the potatoes, sweet potato, carrot, onion. Gonna steam all those. Yeah, I'll show you guys when I'm making it, and hopefully it turns out good. Hey guys, it is 4:48 now, and I'm making my vegan mac and cheese. Here's the recipe. So here I have 2 cups of diced potatoes, and I also boiled this pot of water. I'm gonna put in, potatoes, and then I have here a cup of diced carrots. Basically, that was a little bit more than 1 potato, and this is a little bit less than 2 carrots of this size. And you know, it said to add a 4th cup of diced onion, and then I just got lazy, so I'm just gonna add an onion powder when I mix it up because I'm just too lazy to chop up another onion. Onion and garlic are like my least favorite things to chop. I don't know, but I'm gonna let that boil until they're tender, which could take a little while because, you know, not onions. What is wrong with me? Potatoes and carrots, they do take a little while to cook before they get tender or soft or whatever you want to call it. But in the meantime, I'm going to boil a pot of water for the pasta. Okay, I have the oven at 425. I just have 1 red bell pepper here that I just seasoned with a little pink Himalayan salt and pepper. I want to roast this. This is kind of just like the garnish. Bye-bye. Yep, that's the garnish. Working on this. Oh, sounds like this water's boiling. Perfect. This is the pasta water. Hogs and mill. Brown rice powder with flax. It doesn't look like that much, but it's enough. And then here I have coarse nutritional yeast. Makes it that cheesy flavor. Got some Dijon mustard, also helps with the color and the cheesy flavor. Onion powder, garlic powder. I'm going to put in the juice of half a lemon. And you can't have a Zoe sauce without some basil. And I have the 24-ounce Ninja blender thing. Yeah, oh my gosh, well, I don't know what this piece is, but I'm not following an exact recipe, but it's like, I'm trying to, but this recipe apparently calls for twice the amount of pasta that I have, so I'm going to add a little bit less of everything else. But I did use some of the water that I used to boil the onion. Not the onion! Oh my god, what's wrong with me? The carrot and potato. I can't speak. What the frick? But, whatever. I just want to add as much of everything else. And I'm not using the exact seasonings. Whatever. And I'm going to have extra that I'm going to need to toss. Because last time I tried to save it and it just didn't work. But I'm going to have extra. But it's totally okay. I don't even care anymore. But I'm going to blend this up now. Wow, this looks like such a pathetic little thing. But whatever. It's just for me. It's just my portion size. Here it is. I just poured a little bit on. And I still have a lot left. It would suck to waste this. So I'm actually going to try to keep it. But I really didn't measure any of this. I didn't even use the entire half. and I don't know, I didn't measure anything, but pretty good. Okay, so first of all, like I said, I have this much left, so I'm going to need to get another box of that or two in the near future. But yeah, overall, pretty dang good. Sorry I didn't show you guys with the peppers, but honestly, I was getting so impatient that I like ate half of it before the peppers were even done. But it was still good. I still throw on the roasted peppers onto here. It's all empty now. But that was definitely a nice touch. Just threw out a little bit of pink Himalayan salt and pepper, and it was delicious. 10 out of 10 would recommend this, what's it called, meal. And yeah. Hola! It is 8 o'clock right now. The Bachelorette's about to start. And my hair's still really wet for some reason. I don't know. I don't think I mentioned this part of my story. This is like a continuation of my story from earlier. But I don't think I mentioned that my friends Caitlin and Emily, who are actually my friends, like I trust them and they're so sweet. When I was going through that whole slime thing, they actually like waited for me, making sure, like after everybody left, they risked being late for class, they stayed with me, and they made sure that my mom was coming and I was allowed to stay in my science teacher's room. And neither one of these girls was actually the one to throw the slime at me. The girl who actually threw the slime at me bolted out of there, which I think is really wrong. If you're going to like ruin somebody's clothes with slime, then you want to make sure that they're okay. You want to make sure that they get their change of clothes. Like, I don't know. I just thought it was very interesting, the fact that two girls that spent the period helping me clean up but didn't do anything wrong stayed with me, and the girl who actually did the wrong bolted out of there. Just saying. Hey guys, it is 9:48 right now, and I've been watching The Bachelorette, just chilling here, editing during the commercial breaks, all that stuff. I'm going to end today's video here. If you'd like to give it a big thumbs up, make sure you hit that subscribe button and share this video and my channel to those that you think might be interested, and leave me comments down below. The comment of the day will be, what time did you eat dinner tonight? I actually really don't know what time I ate dinner tonight. Oh my gosh, I'm having sloppy-joes tomorrow. I haven't had it in 5 days. Oh my gosh, guys, 5 whole freaking days. Can you believe it? So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Love you. Bye.